A what?
Miller.
A miller.
Blacksmith.
We're still in the
Skyrim.
Williamsburg sort of mindset here. Let's go with blacksmith.
President
That's
of the free world.
Let's go with blacksmith. Little more relatable than Miller and less insane than president of the free world.
I'm leaving the free world.
All right, Jack, I trust you to take it away. And then, what?
You do?
I
You should not.
do. A mistake on my part. And what we're going to do is I'm going to do a countdown from 5. You all get in your position, and Jack, you can start narrating. All right, so from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello, and welcome to Blacksmithing with January Jones. I'm not January Jones, obviously. She couldn't make it. Didn't have enough money to pay her. But today, we'll be talking about blacksmithing and how you can start blacksmithing yourself right away. The first thing you'll need when blacksmithing is an anvil, particularly an anvil that looks like a woman. Anvils that look like women are entirely fun to slam your hammer on continuously. Some people, in fact, get a sexual thrill from it. I don't. But some people do. And, you know, it's cool if that's your thing. No judging. Not judging. Now, the next thing you'll need, if you're going to be a blacksmith, is an apron. Blacksmiths wear aprons. Like that. Oh, I guess she's not going to do it anyway. Anyway, this is something you shouldn't do, which is attempt to beat the brains out of your blacksmithing partner, which you also need. As you can see, we have a cheerleader over here that's cheering for your blacksmithing. Most blacksmiths don't have cheerleaders. You might. And in case you do, you need to know how to handle your cheerleader. And over there, we have your supervisor who's making sure that you're doing it correctly. Now, on to our next photo.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Now, as you can see, your anvil, who was a woman, turns out to be an actual woman. If this happens, the first thing you should do is apologize for slamming a hammer on her continuously. Unless, of course, she has a concussion and doesn't remember that you've been slamming a hammer on her continuously. In which case, also, you should have turned your cell phone off before blacksmithing, because that's a very bad thing to do.
Hello.
It would seem that one of our people has gone to take a phone call, which kind of puts a damper on this whole thing. Oh well. Anyway, moving on, as you can see, she's taken out a book in order to read to you Blacksmithing 101, the book that came with this video. You do have that, right? It's not on your coffee table, underneath your coffee, getting a stain on it and everything. Worked really hard on that coffee book, you know. Ah, with your other person's come back after making his rude cell phone call. So, after you're done answering your cell phone, and you go back to shuffling coal, you'll need coal for blacksmithing, by the way. You're going to want to take your coal and throw it on her head. The one who is trying to kill the other guy who is in the apron. Your cheerleader, on the other hand, will be back there cheering. It's important not to throw coal on her, especially hot coal like that. That can burn your face and causes her to frown. Now on to our next photo.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Blacksmithing can be a very dangerous profession. It can lead to death, mutilation, pregnancy, and other such violent crimes. Over here, you have this man pummeling this man with a shovel that's been in a hot oven and is slowly but surely burning the skin off. If this happens, the correct procedure is to dig a hole, bury the body, and when the police come, make sure you don't spill the beans. But you may have a witness. It's important to take that witness out. Just like that. Now, while you're blacksmithing, you may also come to another problem, particularly this. If your girl, who is also an anvil, plans on suing you for assault, it's important to kick her in the stomach continuously, just in case she might be pregnant from all your hammering. As you can see, the cheerleader's skin on her face is slowly melting off from all the hot coal, which makes her look like that one guy from Terminator 2. Remember? Terminator 2? Pretty good movie. Not as good as the first one, but still pretty good. Anyway, I digress. Next photo.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Now, as you can see, the first thing you need to do is take your female anvil and put her back in the trunk of your car where you found her. Now, I'm not going to ask how you got a girl who looks like an anvil into your car, but it's not really my position to judge now, is it? As you can see, she's comforting the cheerleader whose face now makes her look like the Terminator. Did I mention that in the movie before? Oh, yeah. And as you can see, he's not actually dead. Thriving in pain. Wishes he was dead, but not dead. You can take care of him later.
How do we all get so violent and we don't know black does this?
Well, as you can see, blacksmithing can be a very, very violent profession. But there is hope on our next slide.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well, you managed to kill everybody. It's not your fault, really. It's my fault for not having trained you in blacksmithing, for having gone on tangents about Terminator and January Jones. I shouldn't have done that. I should have been better. I should have trained you better.
That's my hand.
If you find that you died and someone has their hand on your ass, don't ask them to take the hand off, because you got bigger problems than that. As you can see, the two people who you assumed were going to die in the beginning are actually still alive, somehow. Granted, he wants to die because he's in horrible pain and she doesn't remember 5 minutes ago, but they're alive. And really, isn't that what we all want, to be alive? So yeah, blacksmithing. It's fun. I'm going to go get my paycheck now.